Okay, I think we're recording. All right, and you guys are going to have a chance to ask questions at the end. I hope you're prepared with a pen and paper because we're going to give you, we're just going to throw up all over you all this awesome information. Many of you guys are new to Scentsy, and you took advantage of either the $15 startup or the regular $99 package deal for Scentsy, and I just want to welcome you guys. I want to welcome you to Scentsy, to the Scentsy family, and to just an amazing journey that is ahead of you. So thanks so much for believing in yourself and trusting in this company called Scentsy to take you to the places that you want to go. I'm going to actually grab a pen real quick because I'm a doodler, and I'm going to introduce myself. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple things on my list, and then I'm going to introduce the different people that are going to be speaking tonight. So my name is Dawn Spencer. I'm a Superstar Director with Scentsy, and I have been with Scentsy for over 10 years. Scentsy is my bread and butter, so it's my full-time income, and I make more money doing Scentsy than I've made doing anything else. So that's pretty exciting. I have 3 daughters, 17, 16, and almost 12. So you guys could be praying for me, just saying. And I have been married for 18 years. So I always confuse myself because I got married in the year 2000. So you would think, oh, 19 years. But no, it's 18 years until October, then it's 19 years. So we've been married 18 years, and my husband helps me with my business and has from day one, so which is really cool. So that's a little bit about me. So on this call will be people that fall under Chris Danner, Hannah Hall, or myself, and we're all Superstar Directors. And who you're going to hear from tonight are some rock stars that just have been either directors or close to hitting director, or just building their team. So, so you guys are in for a treat with having those ladies on tonight. The first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is, well, first of all, I hope you guys got your kit, or it's on its way. If you haven't figured the workstation out yet, I highly recommend going on the training center and typing in, I think it's called Workstation or something like that. And it'll train you on what to look for on the workstation. The workstation is where you're going to place your orders. It's where you're going to track your orders. It's where you're going to see how many sales you've gotten for the month, how many recruits. You're going to get all your news from the workstation and all of that. So I'm saying that because your kit, if it hasn't arrived yet, you can track it on the order tab. And so you go to the order tab and you click on history, and you'll be able to see what orders have shipped, and then from there you can actually click on the tracking number, so you can see exactly when it'll be there. And that's for any order that you place with Scentsy. All right, so that's out of the way. So if you haven't gotten it, you guys are in for a treat when you do. And you're going to just have so much fun opening that, and it's going to be like Christmas in, what month are we? May? Christmas in May. So some of you have already been able to do that. Yeah? Yeah. So you guys are welcome to type in the chat if you guys have any questions, or just want to comment. And then eventually I'll let you guys unmute yourselves, and you guys can ask questions that way too. And just a forewarning, I'm like a squirrel, so sometimes I'm all over the place. Well, a lot of times I'm all over the place. All right, so I do have a little list here that I'm going to talk about. So the first thing I want to talk about is your why. This is huge with doing any type of business, because you want to know what's the reason you're doing what you're doing. And it might change. So my why in the beginning was I needed it to become my full-time income so it could sustain our family and our bills. And help to take me to places I wanted to go with my dreams. So that was my why, and it really hasn't changed too much. But some people get in it and they think, oh, well, this is just going to be my side income, and or a little bit of income, maybe my hobby money, maybe my money where I can spend it and my husband doesn't get upset because I spent some extra income or extra money. And then you realize, hey, this is actually pretty easy. I can make $125 one night doing a home party while I sip wine with my girlfriends. So I might want to do that 4 or 5 times a week, or 4 or 5 times a month, and make more money. So then all of a sudden it's like, well, I could use the Scentsy money to pay for a new car because our car's about to keeps breaking down. So I think I want to do that. So you see what I'm saying? So it can change. But the key is figuring out why you're doing this business. Is it for so you can eventually quit your job? Is it so you can have extra spending money? Is it to pay for your groceries? Is it to pay for your mortgage? Sky's the limit. So figure that out and make it big enough where it kind of excites you. Not kind of excites you, it does excite you. So, and then from there, you're gonna figure out, okay, well, maybe I wanna make about $600 a month with Scentsy from the beginning. Totally doable. That's actually what I made from month 1 of doing my business, maybe month 2. I think month 1 I didn't, but month 2 and on, I've always made $600 or more with Scentsy. And that was just by having parties or selling. And we'll go into that in a little bit. So, so you want to set goals, and a great way to set goals is just figuring out how do I want this Scentsy business to bless our lives. So that might be a car, like I said earlier. So when you figure out, okay, our car note will be about $500 with insurance, so I want to make at least $500 a month. Then you figure out my commission is going to be 20 to 25%. Uh-oh, I'm going to mute everybody again. I was hearing something. Okay. Commission is 20 to 25%, and actually can be more if you're building a team. And we're going to go into that in a little bit. But so you just figure out those numbers and you say, okay, well, I need to do 5 parties a month, which is 1 party a week. And I can do 5 basket parties, or I can do 2 home parties and 4 basket parties. So you just kind of figure out what you want to do. And I always say that you should overbook. So if you are wanting to make $600 a month, then you're wanting to overbook, and you just want to make sure that just in case if a party cancels, which they do, you aren't like freaking out. So the next thing I want to talk about is your workstation. Remember I mentioned that earlier? You want to set up a party ASAP. And if you go to the workstation and go to the training center and type in order tab, I think, it'll walk you through on how to set up a party. Now, the reason why you want to set up a party is because you want to be able to take advantage of any order that comes through your website. You want to be able to take advantage of the hostess rewards, okay? So you will not be able to take advantage of the hostess rewards if somebody orders something and it's not attached to a party. And if it's not attached to a party, Scentsy cannot attach it to a party once they've already placed the order, okay? So, and you guys know, I don't know if you've read your consultant guide yet, but a party that is at least 200 PRV qualifies you for hostess rewards. So that qualifies you for free shipping, qualifies you for free product and half price items. So as soon as you get off this call tonight, make sure that you have at least 1 party in your workstation set up, so that people, when they place an order, that they can actually place it under that party. So once it hits 200, you can actually fill out all the information for your hostess rewards, and you can actually walk away with all the hostess rewards. And anybody that books a party for you should have a party set up that way as well. And so that leads me to the startup guide. Now, if you joined under the $15 deal, I don't believe you get a startup guide in that kit, like an actual printed one, but you can print it at any time or look at it at any time from the workstation. And all you're going to do is type in the search area, you're going to type in startup guide, and you should be able to print that. When I started my business 10 years ago, that was my Bible. I read it all the time. I was highlighting everything that was important to me, or everything that I was trying to remember. It was really a great place to go to just learn and get the essentials. So, so what are you guys going to be doing? You're going to be thinking about your why. You're going to set up your goals, set up your party on your PWS, which is your workstation. And you want to also print the startup guide if you haven't done that yet, or if you don't have one that came in your kit. And make sure that you're reading that on a daily basis. So the more that you know, the better you're going to do in this business. 100%. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about for now. I have a little bit more to talk to you about later, but I wanted to welcome Holly. I don't know, is she on? I think this is Holly. Holly?
Yep. Hey.
Hey.
How are you, girl?
Good. Good. Thanks for being on. So, so Holly's going to be sharing with you. She's got about 10 minutes to share with you some really great information. And Holly is a rock star. She's constantly hitting 2,000 PRV, which means that her paychecks are at least $600 or more a month. Plus, on top of that, you have an awesome team. So she is director, and she is just a little rock star. So she recently went on a trip to Cancun with Jess and Johanna and a bunch of other people. But and then you're also going to Marco Island, right?
Yep.
So she'll be there with me at Marco Island, on Marco Island, whatever. So anyway, you guys are in for a treat. So I'm going to, and then she's going to introduce the next person, which is Megan from there. So I'm going to mute myself for now, and I'll unmute myself if I have to. If you had any questions, I think I can mute myself. Yeah, I can. So go for it.
Cool. Hey, everybody. So like Dawn said, my name's Holly. I started selling Scentsy 3 years ago, and my story's kind of funny because can you all still hear me? Okay. So Kelly's laughing at me. So it was April of 2016. I was, as always, a very busy person. I was running a haunted house, managing 70 kids. I was supervising a social work program, supervising the highest risk kids in Kenosha County. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, so I found out what Scentsy was, and I was always like a huge candle fanatic. And someone introduced me to what it was, and my mind was just like blown. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'll have this party, whatever. I will, I'll just see what it's all about, whatever. So I go to have the party, and the consultant canceled on me last minute and was like, sorry, can't do your party. And I was having like 20 people come to my house. So I was like, okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to sign up, and I'm going to do it myself. So I signed up. I did it myself, knowing pretty much nothing. And I ended up having like a over $2,000 party. So my plan was to stop selling after that. My why at that time was just to like not cancel on people, because I hate that. So I'm like, oh, whatever, I'll just stop. Well, then when I made that, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I can do this. So I ended up starting to sell, and I hit director after 5 or 6 months selling. And I'm going to talk about a couple. I'm going to talk about a couple other ways that I hit this, right? So first, I'm going to talk about some goal setting that I did in the beginning that set me up to be successful, and how you can do that too. So the first one is shooting star. So if you don't know this already, there's something you can print out in your workstation. Just type in shooting star. This is a dated one, so don't look at this one. But essentially, if you sell $500, 500 PRV within your first 15 days, including the day that you sign up. So 15 days from there, you're eligible for a shooting star kit. With that, you get a boatload of inventory at a discounted price. So cleaning products, warmers, wax, all that good stuff. So it's a really great thing to shoot for. Even if you don't want to buy the kit right away, you have 90 days to decide if you want to pay for it or not. The other thing is you also get a lot of really cool recognition. You get a charm, you get stuff in the mail. Everybody's all excited for you. And it's a great way to start your business. Most people who sell $500 within their first 15 days are extremely successful. So even if you don't want to spend money on more merchandise, absolutely you should shoot for it, because it's going to set you up for success and kind of get you in the routine of what this business is all about. So that was the first thing that I was going for. Again, not knowing what this is, I just read everything on my workstation. So going back to what Dawn said, highly, highly encourage you to do that. The next thing that I was shooting for, and honestly, for me, and this is probably just the social worker in me, I set goals for everybody all the time, obviously with them, not for them, but I'm a huge believer in what are called SMART goals. If you aren't aware, it's basically your goals should be measurable and attainable is what it comes down to. So is it something you can conceivably do? And is it something that you can measure? So can you look back at that goal and be like, yes, I did or did not accomplish that? So what I did was I wrote down 5 goals for myself. And one of them was to hit level 3 for Sensational Start. And what that is, if you don't know, I would highly recommend printing this out and putting it on your fridge so you can see it. But essentially, it looks like this. So there's a very easy picture system to follow. And there's 3 levels that you can hit with different rewards associated with them. So when I set goals, I print this, I put it somewhere where I'm going to see it every day, and then I circle it or whatever is going to get my attention. I have stuff in on my bathroom mirror. I have stuff where I get ready, my workspace, because I still do work full time. Just anywhere where I'm going to see it to be reminded of goals. The other thing is I don't use if. I do not say if. I don't say, oh, well, if I can get there, this is going to happen. No, I tell myself this is going to happen. So, which is going to lead to another point I'm going to make. So, I said I'm hitting level 3. These are, again, you can't just say you're going to hit something, right? You have to, what specific things am I going to do this? So, I'm going to run through quickly in case you don't know what each Sensational Start level is, and then what might be some goals associated with that. So level 1 is 1,500 PRV or 500 PRV and 1 active teamie. So active means that they've sold $200 within a month. So, and if you do that, you get $50 in product credit, a pin, and a certificate. The next one is 3,000 PRV or 1,500 in PRV and 1 active. And this is over the course of your first 70 days. Sorry, I should have said that. So Sensational Start is off of 70 days. Shooting Star is off of your first 15 days. So, so for level 2 for Sensational Start, it would be selling $3,000 in PRV within 70 days that you've joined. So 70 days from your start, from the day that you sign up to so that's level 2. Sorry. So yes, recap, 70 days. These are the goals. So if you hit level 2, again, 3,000 PRV or 1,500 PRV with an active within the first 70 days, you get 125 in product credit, level 1 and 2 pins, certificate of achievement for level 1 and 2, and you get an exclusive warmer. And then 3 is 6,000 PRV or 3,000 PRV with 2 active teamies. For that, you get $225 in credit, pins for levels, certificates for levels, a trophy, a warmer, and recognition at Scentsy Family Reunion, which is super cool. So now, if let's say you're going to shoot for level 3, right? Because y'all should. So for level 3, let's say for me, I decided that my goal was going to be 6,000 PRV. It might be more manageable for you guys, especially with this $15 special. The 3,000 PRV and 2 active teamies is super doable. I went for the 6,000 PRV because I knew I was already over a third of the way there. And I, again, just kind of signed up. I signed up on a whim. And at the time, I didn't know that I could recruit being new because, again, I didn't join a lot of the ways people join. But you absolutely can recruit in the beginning, and you can ask for help with from your sponsor and all that good stuff. So that's absolutely an option. So let's say I'm in.
Hey, real quick, and people can take advantage. Like if you just signed up to do Scentsy, you can start recruiting with the $15 recruiting.
Exactly.
Whatever it's called, the recruiting incentive, right? Is that what it's called?
Right.
Anyway, yeah. So people can start. I mean, you guys, you can easily do this. Every single one of you, especially with this $15 special that's happening. That has never, ever, ever been offered. So jump on it and just start sharing the mess out of this. You're doing great.
Thanks. Perfect. So, okay. So let's say the goal is 3,000 in PRV and 2 active. So let's say that's our goal, right? So what specific things am I going to do that? So one of them could be, I'm going to book and have so many parties. It could be, I'm going to reach out to 10 people a day to purchase something that I think makes sense for them. So for example, I send out messages like specific to people. So like when the new catalog came out and there's all this Disney stuff, right? I have a friend that's like a huge Bambi fan. So I like send her a picture of Bambi, like, hey girl, like this is for sale. Like I totally thought of you when I saw this, that kind of stuff. So it could be reaching out to people. It could be, I'm going to look on a community website to see if there's any vendor events in my area. Whatever it is, you want to have specific things that you're going to do to reach that goal. So you can't just, oh, I'm going to hit 3,000 in PRV and have 2 active teamies. What are you going to do? Make a list of people you're going to reach out to that you think would make great team members. How are you going to share the blessing with people? How are you going to sell stuff? So not only select your goal, but go off of how you're going to get there. Okay. Because really the goal, if your goal is level 3 sensational start, you will hit certified in no time. So certified is your first promotion. If you are brand new and haven't read up on the commission plan yet, you join and you're an essential consultant. Once you reach 1,000 in PRV lifetime, so whether it takes you a week to sell 1,000 or it takes you 3 months to sell 1,000, you are certified for life, meaning that you will always make 25% of whatever you sell versus 20%. That is a huge raise. That is going from a fifth of whatever you sell to a fourth of whatever you sell. That really adds up. So if you think of even like a $200 order that you're going to close, it's a party. If you're essential, you make $40 off that. If you're certified, you make $50 off that. So, and that really adds up the more and more that you sell. So really, if you shoot for these higher sensational start levels, you're naturally going to hit certified quicker. Once you hit certified, again, you get that promotion for life. So that's something really to shoot for. The last thing that I want to touch on is the $2,000 bonus. So as Dawn talked about before, and I am in no way saying this to brag, I've been selling Scentsy for 36 months, and out of the 36 months, 30 of them I've sold 2,000 PRV. But again, that's my expectation for myself. It's not like, oh, I hope this month is the month I hit 2,000. I plan out how I'm going to do that. And one of the few things I do is I get active the first day of the month. I'm already getting pre-orders for the warmer of the month or whatever else is coming out, or I'm messaging people. I'm going nuts on the first of the month to hit that 200. And then the 15th of the month, I better be at 1,000. Usually I'm more because I try to front load my calendar. So like Dawn said, if people cancel or things come up, I still have guaranteed that money. And I budget, I put in my, when I write down what I'm going to be spending money on during the month, I act like this is going to happen because I know that it will. So if you count on that money, I'm not saying to like throw yourself in debt and things like that, but if you are like believing you can do it, and that sounds so cheesy, but if you really, really believe that you can make this successful, you will. I have no sales experience. I have nothing related to this at all. I've never done anything in direct sales. I don't think I've ever sold anyone anything in my life besides maybe a cup of lemonade when I was like 10, whatever. But it's just about talking with people, being consistent, setting goals, following through, and really believing that you can achieve things. Because Oh, I forgot to mention, the reason why I shoot for $2,000 is the $2,000, if you hit that in any month, that month you will make 30%. So you get another 5% bonus. So even if you have no one on your team, just you alone, that month you'll make about $600. And just think about what you would spend that on and make that a reality for yourself. So I think that's pretty much everything that I was asked to speak on. So
Excellent
unless
job.
I'm missing anything.
I just wanted to just reiterate what Kelly mentioned on the chat, is that if you hit 1,000 in the month, let's just say you signed up May 1st, you hit certified, which means you sold 1,000 by the end of the month, you get paid for the whole month as if you were certified. So they're going to pay you the extra 5% bonus, or that extra 5% raise, the whole month of May. That goes for any promotion that happens in your business. So great job.
Right. Perfect. Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, good point.
Okay.
I think we're turning it over to Megan, but I wasn't sure which Megan.
Megan Haglin.
This Megan.
Hey, girl, you there? I can't see who's on here or not.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Hey, girl.
Hey. How are ya? All right. Well, so as I said, I'm Megan. I am a director. I've been with Scentsy this August will be 6 years that I've been with Scentsy. So my journey started a little bit different than some of these others. I didn't shoot straight to director. I didn't build a huge team right away. I actually just hit director last September. So I'd already been in the business for 5 years before I hit director. I have a team of 55 now, which this amazing $15 join special has certainly helped launch that for my team. And we're growing daily. So I'm a single mom of 2 little boys, and I'm also an executive assistant for a CFO and a head of HR at a healthcare company. So busy constantly and fitting Scentsy in. And that's the beautiful thing about Scentsy is you can fit it in where you want to. So Dawn's kind of talked about your why and why you want to do some of these things. And then Holly's talked about some of those things to shoot out and those goals and those awards that you guys can go after. So my portion, and I'm sorry, I'm sick, just bear with me. So my portion here is like, how do we get started? So you get your kit. One of the first things you can do with your kit is open it up in front of people. Go on Facebook Live, take pictures of it, have people over. If you're having people over this weekend, open it in front of people, show people the excitement, show people what it is that you get in your kit. Whether you get the $15 kit or the $99 kit, there's fun stuff in there. And there's a reason why you started this business, and there's a reason why you're excited to get started with it. So show other people that excitement. Go on live, open that up, show everybody what you got. I don't know if it's posted on everybody's pages, but I know that it was posted on Dawn's page. If you guys get a chance, take a look at Jason Harwood's video that he just put out today. They talked about get set up, shout out, and shoot for 4. So getting set up, well, as soon as you get that kit, get that party set up that Dawn talked about. Get yourself familiar with the items that are in your kit. Get yourself familiar with your workstation. Get yourself familiar with those pieces of things. So get yourself set up, get your goals, all of those things. Then shout it out. Let people know that you are a Scentsy consultant. Everybody should know that you are doing this now. This is something to be excited about. You're part of something. You're starting a business. People want to help their friends that are launching businesses. The more you're excited about this journey that you're starting on, the more people are going to be attracted to you in the journey and want to find out more about what it's about, what it is that you're doing, and they may even potentially want to join you, especially this month, given that it's $15, and what do they have to lose, honestly? So, and then he also talked about shoot for 4. So shoot for 4 customers. The average order is around $50. And so if you have 4 customers spend about $50, you've already hit your first $200 in PRV. We keep throwing that acronym at you. That is your personal retail volume, value, I don't know. PRV is what you get paid off of. So that $200 in PRV is what makes you active. And if your sponsor hasn't let you know yet, or you haven't seen it in any of the materials you read, that $200 is what you need to get to stay active 1 month every 4 months. So if you shoot out to 4 people with approximately a $50 order, you already have your first $200 in orders, and you've got yourself active immediately. So if you haven't had a chance, look at the video online that Jason Harwood posted today on our Scentsy Family Consultants page that talks about shout out, and shoot for 4. And then Dawn talked about it. She touched on it. Set up your launch party. And so if you haven't done this already with your sponsor, you've got the first 15 days to reach that Shooting Star Award. Try to get your launch party set up within your first week of being in this business. Whether you decide to have that as a home party, an open house, you want to get everybody together on a Facebook Live event, you want to do a Facebook party, you want to bring stuff to work and have your testers so that the people at work can be smelling your testers. However you're going to do your launch party, get it set up, get it planned, and make sure that you actually do it within your first week of being a consultant. Yes, you have your first 15 days, but a lot of times at a launch party, not everybody can make it within your first week, so then you can still collect orders after the fact before you close out that launch party. But it's so key to get that set up within your first week so that you can make sure that you carry this excitement going forward and can show everybody this business that you're getting started on. And what also is amazing about that launch party is that you are your own hostess. So you get your hostess rewards. So Johanna joked when we were first getting started here that I'm sitting here in front of all this product behind me. And this product that's behind me is stuff that I've gathered using my hostess rewards. It's stuff that I use for my personal use. Some of them are my warmers and my laundry products and my things, but there are also things that I can then turn around and use to give a host on a future party as a gift for hosting a party for me. I've collected these things by using my host rewards, using my free product, using my half off, using my perpetual party reward, which is another half off item. And those are all things that you will be able to collect on as well when you're doing your own launch party. You can already start getting yourself set up with getting your own hostess rewards. So, or you can also, if somebody is looking to join, and we now have a program where you can use host rewards for a kit. Maybe that's how some of you guys joined with us. You can use host rewards towards a join kit for a new consultant. So that's another great way to use those host rewards, is to grow your team. Excuse me, gift another consultant, a new consultant, their host reward or host kit. So there's a lot of information about that. There's ways that we can help you do that. Talk to your sponsor about that. Talk to your director about that. Post in the groups about that. All of us are more than willing, especially those of us that went to leadership recently and found out great information about that. Everybody's willing to help out and explain how those host rewards can be used in other ways to help grow your business. So then, sorry, let me take a breath. Allergies, people, Midwest, gotta love it. Okay, so then, now you've gotten your party set up, you've had your launch party. What do you do? What do you do going forward? How do you sustain a business? You share this product. You share why it is that you love this product. You're a user of this product, whether it be our wax and warmers in your home, whether it be our scent circles or our car bars or our Scentsy Go in your car, our laundry products, our clean products. If you haven't used our cleaning products, do yourself a favor and use your hostess rewards to get some cleaning products, because they're amazing and I swear by this stuff. And that's something that will always be on my shelf to make sure that I can use and that I never run out of. So use this stuff, share this stuff with other people. There's a reason that you found out what Scentsy was. I had no idea what Scentsy was when I first joined with Dawn, and I had no idea what it was, but I quickly learned. Now, 6 years later, I'm still doing this. I still love it. We keep coming out with more amazing things, and anybody that comes into my home can see that this isn't just something that I speak about at their parties or speak about on Facebook or whatever. They know that I'm actively using these products in my home every day. Every time I open my purse, a cashier talks about my money smelling good or whatever. That's because I've got stuff in my purse that's making my stuff smell good. If you're using your laundry, it's an easy talking point that people are going to talk about how good you smell. So share the products, share why you love the products. We're not in a business of trying to sell ice to igloo makers. You know, like, what's the saying? Ice to Eskimos? That's it. We're not in that business. We're not trying to sell ice to Eskimos. We are sharing why it is that we love Scentsy. And we joined because there's ways to make money off of things that we already love, the things that we're using every day, the things that we're adding into our home every day. We're able to make money off of that. We're able to join this sisterhood and start this journey with all of these people. And there's just so much more that can come with it. So use your products, be your own best customer. You get paid back. Like, when can you ever go to Walmart and buy laundry products and get paid back for it? You can't. So use your own products, pay yourself back for it. And the more that you use these things and the more that you share them with others, that'll continue to bring new customers, new hostess, potential new consultants onto your team. The more you share the blessing, the more, and you'll hear a lot of us call it a blessing because that's what it is. It's not a burden. Don't feel like you're burdening people by blasting it out on social media that you've started this journey or that you are starting this business. The more you share with people about what this business is doing for you, they'll start to understand that it's not that we're just trying to sell you something. It's that we really want you to be interested in what it is that we're doing, the products that we're using, and the potential business opportunity as well. Other things that you can do to get yourself started is brand yourself. We've got our Scentsy Success Store that has a ton of different things that you can get to brand yourself with. So not only do we have like the materials, the marketing materials, the catalogs and all of those types of things, but find other ways to brand yourself. So I have a shirt on. That's an easy talking point for people if they're like, hey, you're the Scentsy lady. I've got cups. Everything that you can find in the Scentsy Success Store to brand yourself with. If you're somebody like me that's introverted and not really outwardly talking to people, these are very simple, easy ways to get somebody else to start the conversation for you. So I can't tell you how many times sitting at my son's soccer practice, if I have something on Scentsy, somebody will either ask me what it is, because amazingly enough, people still have no idea what Scentsy is. So they'll either ask me what it is, or they'll say, oh, I lost my consultant, you sell? So they're easy talking points for people to come to me and ask me what it is, which then I can then spin that conversation. So brand yourself. Let people know that you're a Scentsy consultant. Don't just wait for it to happen on Facebook. Facebook is an amazing tool for our business, but not all businesses can be sustained on Facebook. So find other ways to brand yourself and let people know you are a Scentsy consultant. And then also get yourself really educated on the different programs that Scentsy has that can add to your business. So we all talk about go through that workstation and find different information. So that we have things like the Scentsy Club. The Scentsy Club is basically a VIP club for people that want to have their consumables delivered to their home, whether it be monthly, every 2 months, every 3 months. They can have their laundry products delivered already. We also have a program called, I don't even know what it's called, but you never can lose your bar, basically. If you have a favorite scent and that scent is going to be discontinued, you can add it to your Scentsy Club, and they will continue making that scent for you forever, as long as it's in your Scentsy Club. So get yourself really familiar with that. And it's not just for you, it's for your customers. So that's something that could maintain your PRV month over month, as well as if you've got people with club subscriptions. We also have a whiff box. Whiff boxes can be purchased monthly. They can also be on their subscription. So if they wanted it in their club, they could get a whiff box every month, but that's also something that you can have your people sign up for every month. It's a whiff box. It's kind of like, you guys have probably seen the Ipsies and the Bark boxes and FabFitFun. They're a different type of box. Every month there'll be new product in it. You never know what's going to be in it. So that's another fun, easy way to get your customers interested in new products, because maybe there's somebody that only ever order wax and warmers, but maybe 1 month there'll be a cleaning product in their whiff box. And so that's something that introduces your customers into new products that are within the line. It's also $30 PRV for you month over month. So find 6 people that want to do a monthly whiff box, and you're active every month. And then we also have warmer of the month and scent of the month. As consultants, we can sign up for warmer of the month and scent of the month, and we receive the next month's products in advance so that we can already start marketing them to our customers. So like, you get stickers, you get flyers, you get 9 bars of the scent of the month. You can either get the scent of the month package or the warmer of the month package. You can toggle between them. If you don't really love the warmer that month, that next month you can go down to just get the scent of the month. But it's a way to get that product in front of your customers, and you earn PRV off of it. So there's all these different clubs and subscriptions and whiff boxes and warmer of the month packages, all these things that you can get yourself launching your business off onto a right foot. So I think that was a lot of information thrown all together, but that workstation is going to be your best bet when getting yourself started. So I'm going to turn it over to one of my downline, my frontline, Johanna Luna, who is a absolute rock star and has been with me for 4 years. No, she don't want me to tell you. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to Johanna, and she's going to give you guys some more goods.
Thanks, girl. Thank you, first of all, for blessing me with this opportunity. I know some of you are just getting started now, and you're probably thinking, what did I get myself into? I promise you, as Megan said, your sponsor did not burden you. They gave you a blessing. And I used to roll my eyes so hard that they'd fall in the back of my head when Megan would say that to me, but I am living it now. As Megan said, my name is Johanna Luna. Yes, Luna is my last name. I am blessed there too. I am a superstar consultant. I've been with Scentsy now for almost 2 years. And Megan had gone back. See, I had gone inactive and I came back. So I'm a comeback story, if you will. And for those reinstated consultants that you are after, they could add real value to your team. So keep going after those reinstated consultants. I like the focus of my Scentsy story to be on the time following my comeback, because in my opinion, the time I was here before is irrelevant. And the reason I say that is because when you are a consultant that goes inactive and you come back, you start all over. Basically almost from square one. The only title you ever keep is certified. As Holly mentioned earlier, certified is for life. So you do keep that title, but you lose your team, you lose all other titles. So when I came back in August of 2017, I had left Scentsy as a star consultant, but came back as a certified consultant. It took me until February of 2018 to earn that back, and I re-promoted to star. February of 2018, for those of you who were not here or those who may not remember, was the beginning of our spring summer incentive period last year for our Reach for the Beach Cancun trip. When you promote on most incentive trip periods, you actually get promotion points when you do it for the first time, not when you re-promote. So I tell you that because I earned that Cancun trip for not only myself, but for my husband. I earned it in 5 months, not 6, during a typically slow season, spring and summer. And I did it without promoting, just sales, just recruiting. So in my first year back with Scentsy, because remember we're talking just when I came back, I promoted to star. I earned my first incentive trip for 2 to Cancun. I grew a team of 9 in 1 year. In 6 out of 12 of those months, I had months where I had earned the sales bonus, having over $2,000 PRV. Today, my team is 26 strong and growing. Thank you, $15 join special. My goals and ambitions are bigger than ever. As Holly mentioned earlier, I refuse to settle for anything less than level 3 of this current incentive trip, or incentive period, sorry. And let's see, I just lost my place in my notes, sorry. So I refuse to earn anything less than 3. I will hit director. Again, listen to how I'm saying this. I will hit director this fall. I will earn the trip for 2 for my husband and I this fall. And I will earn annual sales excellence award this year and annual mentor. I do believe that if you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hands. If you work on your mental ability to focus on your success and your goals, it is more achievable. So let's talk about this current incentive period because that's what Dawn asked me to talk about. So level 1 is sell 1,000 PRV and recruit just 1 team member. At $15, you should be able to do that. You got to get them to certified though. We'll talk about that in a minute. Level 2, sell $2,000 PRV, recruit 2 team members, get them to certified. Level 3, the only one you're going to focus on, sell that 3,500, PRV and recruit 3 team members and get them to certified. Dawn only gave me 10 minutes to talk, so I am not going to waste any time telling you about all of what you earn. We already had trainings on that. You can watch those in Dawn's page or on your workstation, or you can even just go to your incentives tab and look at what that breakdown is. So I'm going to use this valuable time to tell you about how you're going to earn incentive at level 3. Recruit. You're going to start there. It's the most difficult part of this process, and getting people to join is actually the easy part of that. Don't hang up on me. Listen, listen, listen. Getting them to certified is a little more tricky. My personal belief, and this goes for any time in your business, not just during an incentive period, you should never ever recruit, period, if you are recruiting with anything other than the Scentsy core value of giving more than you take. Okay, so you should absolutely never recruit anyone you are not willing to personally help be successful. I'm not talking about hand-holding. I am talking about giving a roadmap. And my personal roadmap starts with leading them to shooting star, paralleled with certified. As Holly had mentioned before, I explained to each new team member that what is at stake of not hitting these quick start goals. And whenever I have someone new join my team, I explain that by not certifying as soon as possible, they're leaving money on the table. You never want to have anyone get paid before hitting certified because they're leaving that extra money on the table, right? So whenever possible, I try to get my new teamies to certify in that first month so that they're getting paid that full 25% that they deserve, not 20. How much of a bummer is it if you sell $995 and you only got paid 25 or 20% instead of 25%? Okay, so that's number 1. When you recruit in an incentive period, it's extremely important on when you're doing it. Like, this is equally as important as recruiting in general, is when you do it. You want to be strategic about it. You want to recruit at the start of an incentive period or as early in the incentive period as possible. Hashtag right now. So you are allowing your new recruit more time and a more relaxed experience to have time to certify before the end of the before the end of the period. You're going to be more relaxed, and so are they. So you also want to, most of them are not going to recruit in the first month. Many won't recruit at all. So that leads me to my next point, how many you're going to recruit. Don't recruit the minimum. Don't shoot for 3. My personal goal for this incentive period is 10, because I know if I can recruit 10, I can get at least 5 to certify. I know I can help 5 see the potential and not leave money on the table. Okay, got it? We're at recruiting. All right, so yes, the end of this incentive period is July 31st, so you have till that time. So you have almost all of May, you have June, and you have July. Totally can do this. Okay, sales. I'm just gonna be a little truthful. April was particularly slow for me. May is off to a slow start too. But last June, I sold over $3,700 in personal retail volume, so I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna get there. I trust that if I take care of others first, give more than I take, that I will also be taken care of. It is my personal mission to help others, and that is how I'm going to grow my business, not just sustain it with sales. Because growing your team is actually what is going to grow your business, while sales is going to maintain it. So that is the key to this incentive period. Incentives are designed so that they actually help you grow your business, right? The free trip is nice, but it's really about how you're going to grow your business overall so that you can achieve those goals to live out your why, as Dawn said. See, this is coming full circle, and it's all coming back to it. I will tell you that earning Mexico, as Dawn mentioned, I had earned Mexico and I went with my husband. Experiencing that with my husband was game-changing to my business. We both said the minute we got off the plane, y'all, we were barely even in Mexico. Like, the only thing I saw of Mexico so far was a margarita little tent outside of the airport. And we both said that we would never leave another trip on the table. It doesn't matter where you go. Going with Scentsy is an experience all in itself. From the time that we were there, we met people from all over the world, and we were spoiled rotten. We stayed in a beautiful resort. We had room drops every single day. There were incredible over-the-top experiences and Scentsy-sponsored events to attend. They even provided us with spending money. I didn't believe free until I saw free. So that is another way that you can add to your paycheck. So think about, putting aside money for vacation. If you earn the trips, you're getting paid to take vacations, okay? So how awesome is that? Like, what other job gives you that? I'll wait. Okay, so we were able to experience things like going into a cave for 90 minutes and participating in Mayan spiritual rituals. These things not only pushed us outside of our comfort zone, but also gave us experiences we would not ordinarily be able to experience. It changed our lives for the better. It changed our marriage for the better. And I will tell you, we didn't even have passports before this trip. Scentsy provided us with a reason to need to get a passport. It was our first time out of the country. It also gave us a reason an excuse, and a guilt-free one at that, to be able to travel together without our children, right? So it gave us time to reconnect, time that with 2 small kids at home, we would not be able to do. So you may be wondering what a trip has to do with this current incentive. Yes, you can earn a trip if you hit top 50, pass level 3. You can earn that trip to beautiful Victoria, British Columbia. But that's not what I'm telling you to focus on. I'm telling you to focus on level 3. Level 3 is going to set you up for an amazing fall and winter season by giving you everything that comes with that, plus 3,000 points towards the fall winter incentive. You are going to get started off the bat August 1st with 3,000 points. That's amazing. In past lives, you would have had to promote to superstar consultant to get 3,000 points. That's the equivalent, or sell $3,000. It is that serious. Y'all need level 3. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to make it your goal. Decide right here, right now, that you will not leave level 3 on the table, that it's yours to secure. And I promise you, if you see it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. So I will look through questions and I will answer them if I see any for me. But without further ado, Dawn, I don't know how I did on time. I think I did okay. Talked kind of fast, I want to turn this training over to Jess. Jess is my soul sister. She's an incredible leader and friend. I was lucky enough to spend time with her on 2 Rockstar Leadership Retreats and in Mexico. I won't get into that. What happens in Mexico stays in Mexico. And I'm lucky enough to be rooming with her in Reunion. She's one to watch, definitely someone to learn from. I know I learn from her every day. Jess, you're on.
I think, am I unmuted? We're good? Okay. Thanks, Jill. Yes, what happens in Mexico stays in Mexico. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm Jess Weigel. For those of you who don't know me, I joined in February 2018. Actually, I'm the reason why Scentsy even exists in my family a way long time ago. I met Dawn Spencer. She came to my house at the time that I was living at my parents', and my mom signed up under her that very night. And then a little while later, I'm talking years and years and years, right out of college, my husband and I had an $800 student loan payment that we couldn't make on my teaching salary and his IT work alone. So I needed to work at a job that I didn't need to report to a boss to. So I joined Scentsy. I earned Shooting Star, Sensational Star, and went to Mexico. I went from certified and double promoted to star immediately. And it's all because I just shared what I was already using. And I've made 1,000,001 friends that I love so much. And it's been super, super exciting. So, and how I did it was parties. So there's 3 ways to do a party. You can do in-home, which is my personal favorite. I love in-home. I love hanging out with people, getting to know them, talking with them, whatnot. You can do it Facebook, which is great for those who don't necessarily want to come in or clean their house or have people over. It's a great way for you to have parties online. And then basket parties, which is what I'm going to talk to you about. So this is what my basket party looks like. I just got these little basket, or like, these bag things from Target in the dollar spot. They're $3. There's all different kinds. I love them. And before I show you what is in them, I want to talk to you about your tester bag here. So if you did the $99 kit or the host exclusive kit, you would have gotten this. And if you did the $15 kit, that's okay. You have 15 testers. Now you could still do a basket party with those 15 testers. My bag of each has 10 testers in there. But it is important to, if you feel you need to invest in either the spring and summer transition testers, which are $22, and then the full kit, if you wanted the full testers, is $40 on the Scentsy Success Store. So my basket looks like this. Depending on my customer, if it's a repeating customer, I don't necessarily send a warmer because truthfully, I know their product history and I know they have plugins. But if they're new, I send just a little plug-in with them. So whatever one you choose, I just send with them. It can be an old one. It doesn't have to necessarily be current. It's whatever you have on hand. And in this basket party, I have 10 testers, just the little ones like this, and I make sure at least 1 or 2 Disney one is in here. Then I just have my little postcard that has my story on the back and my information. I also have a laundry sample for my hostess. These you can get on the Scentsy Success Store as well, and they're $4 for, I think, 24. That might be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but I know they're $4 for a heap of them. And they come in different scents. And then I have order forms with a sample on how to fill out the order form, because not everybody knows how to do that. A catalog, and I have a host or a buy, host, join brochure, the scent of the month kit with the sticker on the bar so they can scratch and sniff it. And then I have a room spray. So, and then what I do with these, I have 8 of them because I want, obviously, to get parties out there so I can build my PRV, make connections, and even try to recruit them so they can use this party to bring to their church function or their kid's soccer game or what have you, and collect the orders and get all the hostess rewards. So there is my thing. Dawn, I'm not sure what else you wanted me to say about this. So that was like 2 minutes. So yep, that's that. So you guys just work your business, share it with everybody. And this is a great way, you know, if someone's like, I don't really want people to come to my house, hand them a basket party. Especially I bring them to home parties with me too, because, you know, while you're talking and checking out with them, you can be like, hey, would you like to host a party? And a lot of them go, I don't really want people at my house. And it's like, oh, well, I have these. Why don't you take it and take it to your, you know, coffee date with your girlfriends on Tuesdays that, you know, you have or whatever. So, yep.
Yeah, awesome. I didn't get to hear the whole thing that you said. I had to tell Jeff something. But did you show the clear bag that you have?
Yeah,
Okay,
this one, this right here.
And what about, did you show the bigger one that you do?
Mm-mm.
No?
No, I don't have it anymore.
Oh, you got rid of it?
Yeah, I could only do 2 of them and I wanted to do 8 because me personally, I stopped doing Facebook parties. They're just not a successful thing for me. That doesn't mean they're not going to be successful for you. I definitely would keep trying to do it, but I just personally, for my personal business, it doesn't work. So I split mine up. So I took the big tester, which is this, and split it up into 8 different parties.
Okay, cool. So this is the one, so I know this is the one you used to have. It's clear. It's a big bag. It's $6 on Amazon. I can put the link out there.
And you get 2 for $6. So you get 2 bags in the pack.
Oh, I only got 1.
Oh, well, I got 2.
You got a better deal. But so I only use the spring and summer transition testers, and I don't know how much they cost right now, maybe 15. But I 100% think that each one of you should have at least several of those and put together several basket parties with just the spring and summer testers. If you can do that, then that is going to that $15 investment or $20 investment or whatever that you do to put together that basket party is going to pay you over and over. It's like the best investment ever. Basket parties are actually super successful for me. The average one is like, I would say $300 is my average basket party. And so I actually just stocked up on I think I have 7 or 8 total. And so my goal this month is to have them all out. So, and if you think about, you know, you have 7 times 300, that's 2,100 PRV. That's my goal. So, so anyway, you guys did fantastic. Thank you so much, girls. You guys can tell why I invited them on the call tonight, because they are little rock stars. We are kind of running out of time. I did want to mention that it's really important that you guys be excited about your business. The best way to promote your business and promote these products is with excitement and with passion. If you are like, I started the Scentsy thing and, you know, you might want to try it. I don't know. I don't really like this scent that I tried last night. Like, people are not going to want to buy it. They want to hear your excitement. They want to see that you're passionate and that you really love the products. So be excited and write out a list of 100. Now, Scentsy has something out there, I think it's called List of 100 or something like that, that you can print from the workstation, and it breaks it down so it makes it easy, because you think, oh, 100 people, ooh, that's scary, I can't do that, but it breaks it down so it makes it really easy to do within like 15 minutes. And really get, like we said earlier, get familiar with the training center and your workstation, and those are going to be just critical areas to improve your business and to grow. Also, keep in mind that this $15 join special is happening the whole month. So ask. Tell everybody you know, let them know that this is an opportunity that they can 100% jump on, or if they know somebody that would be interested, they can join as well. You can make good money selling Scentsy, or you can make great money sharing this blessing with them. And that is 100% why I keep using 100%, but that's the reason why I am where I am with Scentsy. 95% probably 95, 97% of my income comes from my downline, which is crazy, right? But you guys, this business has, in 10 years, paid me so much money. I can't even tell you how much, because that would be against compliance, but it's paid me so much money, all because I invested in $99 in this kit, and I started working this business like there was no tomorrow. So, and then I'm just making sure I got all my notes. Oh, on the workstation, get to know the compensation plan, and there's trainings on that as well. The compensation plan is in our catalog on page 62, and it breaks down like what you can make if you start when you start recruiting. You guys see I said when, not if. When you start recruiting, so you can make anywhere from 2% off your downline up to 9% off your downline. So, and that will show you how you can do that. The important thing to remember with building a team is that you want to make sure you always hit at least 500 PRV each month, because if you don't hit 500 PRV, you don't get paid off your team. So that is a big, big number to remember. And payday is the 10th, and they usually always pay us on the 9th. So they will pay you on a pay card that you will get in the mail, or you can go into the pay portal of your workstation and set it up to automatically be deposited into your savings account, checking account, however you want to do. And then the sky's the limit, guys. You guys can do really anything you want with this business. It's really up to you how much you want this business to bless you, how much you want to work this business. It's not going to work for you. You have to work it. Anything that's worth it is going to be hard, and I say that hard. When I say hard with Scentsy, it means more like just being consistent. It's not hard work. It's actually pretty simple, but it's the consistency that's hard sometimes. It's the doing the little things that, over and over and over, that can be hard sometimes. So just continuing to stay motivated, filling yourself up with great positivity, great trainings. There's Rachel Hollis, Trent Shelton, all these different John Maxwell, all these different authors that will inspire you and help to just motivate you to become more and to find your greatness. And I wanted to just remind you guys that so our team, or our group, is called the Rise Together Society. I know that some of you might fall under Chris's, and this is very similar to what her little logo or saying is, but we support each other. We love one another. We empower each other. We work hard. We show up to events like this, like Scentsy Family Reunion, like World Tour, like our team trainings. We overcome. We fail. We get back up, and we rise together. That's what this team, this group, this society that we have, that is what we are. And I just want you guys to know that you guys are a part of something really big, and you're special to me. You're special to all of us. We want you to rise. We want you to see you grow and to become everything that God has created you to be. So I just want to thank you all so much for coming on tonight. You guys can unmute yourself at any point and ask questions if you have any questions. I will be on for the next probably 5 or 10 minutes, and then whoever else can be on. But I totally understand if you have to get off to like put your kiddos to bed or whatnot. So if you guys have any questions, I am here. And don't be scared to ask, because if you have a question, that means somebody else probably has the same question. And I don't know if there were any questions that were asked in the chat or not. I hear crickets. Crickets, crickets. Oh. Somebody, I hear somebody unmuted. Did somebody have a question? Is that Noah? You can unmute yourself, Joe.
No, it's Luke.
Oops, sorry, I get them confused.
That's okay. Don't be shy.
Hi, Luke. All right, looks like somebody asked, love being part of this group. Yay, iPad. I don't know who iPad is, but we love having you too. So I don't know if you guys have questions or not, but I don't want to prolong this, but I wanted to make sure everybody had an opportunity to ask your questions. And then you can ask questions to your sponsor or to our team page.
Hold on.
What are you doing, Luke? Do you have a question?
Yes.
What's your question? You want to know how you can become a director?
No, but why does mommy so Scentsy? First of all. Second of all, why are you on her team?
I'm not. She's not on my team. I'm on her team.
She's just giving. She's taking all your money, so don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Bring your money back.
I'm glad we're on a team training and not a live where I'm trying to sell to somebody. My God. No, for real, guys, my kids have only ever known Scentsy. I started selling Scentsy when Luke was like 2.5 years old. So I don't even think they realize I have a real job, that I go to an office and work another job outside of Scentsy every day. They think I go to some Scentsy office.
Oh, that's awesome. So Lexi was 1 when I started. She's about to be 12. And so it literally is all she's known as well. And she's like
amazing.
Almost an adult, like 6 years from an adult. So Mitzi says, I'm having problems getting people to buy. So what I would suggest, Mitzi, is that you do some parties, do basket parties and do home parties. Because if you're just trying to do this business by sharing it with other people, sharing it with like your friends or whatever, you're going to eventually run out. It's going to be harder for you to get PRV. Now, of course, you're going to need more wax eventually and all of that, but it's just harder. So if you do a party, you can get like $400 party in one night. So I would, jump a little bit out of your comfort zone, and you'll be amazed as to how much you'll grow. And then the new people that you're going to meet from there. And then if you're strategic, you can actually book parties from those parties. And then you go to those people's homes, and now your circle's even bigger. So, and you guys can see if you do 4 and 5 home parties, and then those people do home parties, how big the circle can eventually be. And before you know it, you're hitting your 2,000 PRV without even like, you're looking at the calendar, you're like, whoa, it's the 15th and I've already hit 1,000 PRV. Like, whoa, I don't even feel like I've worked, because I've, only done 2 parties that month, but they were both $500, and you've already made $250 or $200 or whatever it is. So anyway, so that's what I would encourage you to do, is do parties.
Let me double. And John, if I can jump in here, Chris had mentioned hosting your own open house. That's fine, you can have that one. I'm actually due for an open house myself. I need to do one. I have had a lot of success with them, but y'all, I've had open houses that nobody showed up to. So you cannot get discouraged if that's what happens. The thing about what Dawn said earlier about we fail and we fall down, but we rise again, that is part of your story. That's part of your success story, and it's what's going to make people attracted to you. So, think about what we tell little kids when they fall down, right? We say, rub some dirt on it, brush it off. You got to do the same thing. So start by having an open house. Don't pressure people to buy. Have your products out, have your house smelling good, and book a party off of that, or make some sales off that, book a basket party off of that. But just keep trying. Don't give up, and try multiple avenues. Like Facebook is not the only way. Personally reach out, personally call, start with your immediate friends and family, and grow from there.
Bingo. Anyone else have a question? or comment?
I do.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi. Jackson's new. Brand spanking new.
I know. I love Dawn so much.
I love you.
And she's consistent and she's persistent.
Oh.
Yeah, like let me think. I don't know, maybe it was like 2 years ago or so that, Dawn had approached me about joining, and I just it wasn't really like the right time in my life. I had a lot of, stuff going on with my kids and, some other personal things. And it was hard. I barely had time to balance myself. But, the other night she kind of reached out to me on the 30th, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. It was probably one of the easiest decisions I've ever made in my life.
Oh.
I love it. I'm super stoked. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do my live when my package came the other day because of, the explosion and my friend dying, and, I'm trying to deal with all that craziness. But how do you get over rejection? Because right now, like, I have like a core like group of people that have just kind of like are stale. Like, I've reached out to them, I talked to them. These are people that I've, supported them in their businesses over the time. And sometimes when you start a new, endeavor, you kind of expect people to just kind of reciprocate those things to you. And I'm feeling a little rejected, and I'm trying to get over rejection.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, ugh.
It's 100% normal. And something that we challenged ourselves. So we had a leadership retreat like a week and a half ago. And it's for all of star consultants and above that we invite. So if you can come next year, come, because we had so much fun. But one of the things that we challenged each other with was going for the no. So if you, so we had a sheet that we, that you could fill out, and it has, I think, 100 no's on it. So your goal is to get that sheet filled out with 100 no's. So that means that when you're asking somebody, you're already prepared to get a no, and it's okay. But out of all those no's, you're probably going to get at least 25 yeses. So it's just everybody's not going to, you're going to find out, not really your true friends, because I think there's still your true friends that might not support you. They're still your true friends, but you're just going to find out the ones that really love to make their home smell good, their laundry smell good, the ones that 100% support you and everything you do. But you're going to find out that there's some that just don't. And I had family members that most of my family members did not support me, and that was a little hard pill to swallow. But the reality is I didn't need them. I've worked my business around parties and home parties and basket parties, and that's how I grew. So just finding maybe 4 or 5 people that would be willing to just do a party for you. Mm-hmm. And then if they invite people that you don't know, you're going to find that sometimes those are the people that support you more than the people you already know. And they're going to be the new blessings in your life and the new friendships that you're going to get from this business. And you're already just that type of person that attracts people. And I've told you that before, but you just have this like way with, I don't know, just your smile and your just who you are. You're just so genuine, and people just flock to you. So you're just going to find that this business is just going to just bring you all those types of people that are just going to be new blessings in your life. So
absolutely.
That's what I would say.
I've got a girlfriend that's in Madison, and she was the first one that was like, I want to host a party for you, and I was like, all right, cool. So we're just trying to, figure out some timing and, the best way to do things. And I've got, some other things, kind of working, and I've been doing my, my own, due diligence for myself and trying to figure out how I want to market my business and how I want to approach people. I'm not necessarily maybe like the home party person.
I think you're going to find that you are. I have this feeling. I just have this feeling that you are more of a home party person than you think.
I'm nervous.
Dawn, can I add a little bit into that too?
Yeah.
So I think that not only just going for these no's and, asking the people that are around you. I try to remember too that just as much as I've got a bunch going on in my life, so do my friends and Facebook people, and like I probably don't even know everything that's going on in theirs. And so sometimes instead of going towards them to be my host or going towards them to be my customer buying from me, sometimes I'll reach out to them and say, hey, do you know anybody that would do this for me? So like looking to them for the referral versus looking to them to be the actual person hosting.
Mhm.
So, maybe they do have somebody in their circle that just loves doing parties and like is constantly having people over for something or another, just kind of going for those referrals or saying, hey, do you know anybody that could really use this in their life, going that direction instead of asking it to be specifically with them is a good way to branch out too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I actually met a lady today who had never heard of the Scentsy before, and I was like, okay, great. So you know what, I had my little I was a little shocked at first, but you know what, I had like my little samples with me, and I said, well, this is my little trusty sample bag, let's sit down, let's kind of go over stuff, and she did, and I'm gonna an order from her tomorrow and add it to my party and call it a great day. And now I just turned somebody onto Scentsy, so I'm super excited about it.
So hey, I have an idea. Well, it's not my idea. People have done it over and over before, but see if you can turn her into a hostess. So let her know that instead of her paying for what she's buying full price, that if she has a party this month for you, she can get it for half off or full or free.
Yeah.
The hostess reward.
Sure.
And you'll be amazed as to like the number of people that will actually say yes. And you can even, so with every party order that you place, you get a perpetual hostess reward. And is that what it's called? Perpetual hostess, whatever. Anyway, it's an extra half price item that you get to use. So you could actually offer her, say, if you do that, I'm also going to give you a warmer for free. And so you would buy the warmer for half off, and you're going to give that to her for having a party or whatever
Right.
you decide to do. It could be like a 6-pack or whatever. And so it just would help to encourage her to host a party and to have her friends over and just say, hey, I'll bring some wine, or, just think about what it would take for you to have a party and give that. A lot of times people just want to see the value in it. How's that going to bring her value? So what's in it for her? So like, I'll bring some wine and you get a free mini warmer on top of all the other free and half price items that you'll get for hosting a party. So,
right.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely excited. I've got everybody, like in my immediate home, like, this is what we're doing. My kids are reaching out to their friends and telling their friends' moms, hey, my mom is selling Scentsy now. If you guys need anything. I mean, they're my little, they're my little go-tos right now, just helping me out. And, my son's girlfriend, I'm like, yep, she's done with, college for the year. And she's going to school to be I think it's a cardiac thoracic surgeon.
Okay.
Said, why are you hanging out with my kid? Like, are you kidding right now? But anyway, so I mean, I've even got her on the train, and she's like, okay, cool. I'll be your number 2 while you're at work, and I've got time. I can run and do things for you and this and that. So I'm just trying to figure out how I want to run my business and what's going to be the best for me. And I've been kind of looking online and reading blogs and just kind of trying to develop some ideas and how it works for me and my life and the people I encounter. And so I do appreciate everybody's time tonight. It was super great. I learned a lot about stuff. And I'm looking, ready to get cracking.
Get to cracking.
Make some magic happen.
Right. Yes. Thank you so much for your questions and for everything that you had to say. It was awesome. I just wanted to make sure anybody else that had a question can ask. Oh, is somebody talking? Anyway, I just wanted to make sure if anybody else had a question, if you're able to ask. It is 8:30. We've been on this call since like 7 a.m. But it's been so great. It's been so great. Actually, I am gonna just end the call just because you guys have other things going on tonight, and so do I. But we're here for you. I know Chris is here for you. Chris was on here tonight. Hannah Hall is here for you guys. Please reach out. Post questions that you have on our team pages. We are here for you, and we want you guys to succeed. So love you all, and thank you again for coming on tonight, and we wish you guys all the best with your Scentsy journey. So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.